Okay. So this is a game called Gone Home. Uh, I have I haven't played this game before, and I don't know exactly anything. I don't know anything about it except for it. Something happened, and you're coming back, and you're like have to find clues and stuff like that. That's about it. That's all that I know. Um, but as far as the Surge, Wildlands, things like that, the clips that I originally had for those, like the Twitch streams, Twitch decided to be dumb and deleted all of my files, I guess, and so I don't have anything. I lost a lot of my videos. So um, so yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this for you guys. I wanted to see what this game is gonna be about. So I hope you guys enjoy. Walk using left stick, the ground using right stick. Is that it? Interesting.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really, seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Okay. Caitlin Greenbrier. I'm thinking that's probably my stuff. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. Okay, this is a can of fizzy. Christmas lights. Interesting. Uh, uh, ah. There we go. That wasn't too hard. Wellspring Movers Incorporated. Invoice. Terrence Greenbrier, 1888 Drive, Oregon, 97116. Destination Terrence Greenbrier, One Arbor Hill, Boone County, Oregon, 97141. Descriptive list of shipment content. 8 boxes kitchen, 5 boxes master bed, 6 boxes child bed, 10 boxes overweight library, 4 boxes office television, 24-inch television, 14-inch. Continued unattached worksheets.
Dear Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school, and my big sister being gone for a year any easier. It doesn't feel real, but I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal, just like I was talking to you.
Interesting. Author Magazine 50 contest with up to $21,000 in prizes. Stephen King critiques the art of feedback. Get published. The Secret. The Blank Page. How 20 top authors conquer it. Directions to work from new house. Left on Crabtree, right on Bullhorn, exit onto 47 North, right onto 202 East, entrance on right Passageway Road, travel time 1 hour 10 minutes. Huh. Looks like Katie or me. I went to Amsterdam. That's Sam. That's me, Katie, Mom, and Dad, Jan and Terrence. I'm assuming Janice. Hey, it's one of the postcards I sent. Do you guys hear that? Oscar Masson, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Masson was born on September 8, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County. He quickly became a well-loved figure at the center of the community. The decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors include his nephew, Terrence Greenbrier, as well as in spirit the people of Boone County to whom he provided wellness and comfort. Alright. Sorry about that.
Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, and Wistaria County. Residents are strongly urged to stay indoors and secure all windows and doors. Flood conditions are expected at lower elevations.
I would love to have this here.
This is a severe weather warning. The Northwest
Making
Weather
friends
Service
even when you're
reports
shy,
high
Sam.
torrential rain
Thought this might
conditions
help
affecting the
Dad.
following counties: Austin County, Boone County, Dawn County, Tacoma County, Zaria County. Residents are strongly urged.
You know that feeling where the first moment you see someone, it's like they have a big gold star around them, and you have to get to know them? Well, there's this girl. I think she's a senior. She's usually dressed kind of punk. But sometimes I see her in this, like, army uniform. And she's always drawing in this notebook, looking so intense. I had no idea how I would ever, like, have an excuse to talk to her. Till I noticed she and her friends hang out and play Street Fighter at the 7-Eleven every day after school.
They play Street Fighter. I dig it. The time machine. Ghostbusters. Hi-Fi Aficionado magazine. Enclosed, please find a Pioneer CLDD 703 unit, with remote and cables. We need a half a page review for the October issue, so that gives you about 2 weeks to get us the copy for edit. Standard stuff like you gave us on the CLDD 502. It's a combi player, so check its CD playback with a few discs as well as laser disc, and they want us to definitely hit the signal to noise ratio and toast link stuff for our high-end buyers. Looking forward to your take on it. Enjoy the unit. Dave. This whole while lasted. The heaven at the edge of the world. Samantha Greenbrier, Grade 2, Story, The Turtle People, Part 1. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a cannon fire. Boom. It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost them at Horse Island," the first mate said. Looks like you thought too soon. The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. Terry, hey man, how you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and is looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your last letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of scotch, listen to some records, and write up how it sounds, and then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as examples. If you're interested, send some writing samples to my editor and tell him your old college at you. Here's the address: David Cupping, Reviews Editor, Hi-Fi Aficionado Magazine, 88 Downing Street, Suite 4, NYNY 114. Do it, Mike. It's the book that Dad wrote. The Accidental Savior. I remember Family Matters, Unsolved Mysteries, Diagnosis Murder, Mantis, Lucy Show, Strange Luck, Boy Meets World, Bonnie Hunter Show, Dave's World, Theater of Blood, Chinatown, Step by Step, Picket Fences, and The X-Files. Pulp Fiction. I saw that movie. Reproductive System Worksheet, Samantha Greenbrier. Date 9/9/90. Directions. Below are 2 stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of paper, choose one of the 2 stories, and rewrite it. Begin with the title and your name. Find a topic sentence to begin your paragraph. Put this in chronological order, and make sure the last sentence is a good... A. The menstrual cycle. It travels through the fallopian tube. The ovary releases the ovum. About 2 weeks later, since the lining of the uterus is not needed for pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. It is incredible how he knows how to prepare for pregnancy. If the egg doesn't meet a sperm, it dissolves. It's developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. The ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again, and ovum starts to develop. I wonder what grade she's in at this point. Okay. Official cycle. A novella. Every morning of September 1st, 1939. Essa Glass stares out the window of a train as it travels from Vienna back to her home village of Wayland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the countryside, she can only remember Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an to develop. Essa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. As Essa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then, there, her dear and his baker's smock. He must have dropped his early morning duties and his father stopped to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases, it travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass on sling sound. Essa, thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out toward her dear Boris across the crowd. Their eyes lock and the moment freezes. The flash of smoke envelopes him almost instantly. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Essa and, for a time, Borislav, huddle in a half-destroyed church. He is blind. His legs are missing. Bandaged within torn bed sheets. Essa's egg would not be meeting a sperm. It dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy in St. Petersburg. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. See me. Interesting. That is definitely not what I was going to expect. Chose to write on A, not B. That was good.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd be through. Now that it's happened, I just can't believe it.
From the desk of Donald Fritz, publisher, Mercury Books Incorporated, March 8th, 1976, to Mr. Terence Greenbright. I write to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to that accident. Despite the low sales of the Accidental Savior, we went ahead with the publication of the second book in the hope of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have been in fact lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It has been a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Donald Fritz, publisher, Mercury Books Incorporated.
I hear you. I dug my heart a grave.
So his book didn't sell. Message from our future saved the president's life once, but within the next 24 hours there will be another attempt and the lines of communication are down. Samantha, please give this to your mother. And Janice, I was right. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyways. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit anytime. Sincerely, Mary Sheets.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet at 6. Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready. L. Hehehehe.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Interesting. This is the Psycho House. Crustwell Insurance Agency Incorporated. Electrical inspection form. The wiring in the house is technically up to all safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring have been added into structure over the last 100 years. The system is frequently unpredictable. Let's blink out for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames to shove circuits wired directly behind the surface, properly reworking the electrical system will be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, these issues will not be addressed. Harold Price Jr., Black Cat, electrical, whatever. Hold on. Let's just think about this for a moment. Lonnie called this house the crazy house, or the psycho house. I can only imagine why. It's a pretty big house. Of course, so the basement's locked. Why am I not surprised? True stories. I was a teenage drag queen. Readers tell us about their worst moments. Does anybody still care? The male gaze, how to subvert it. Sarah knows now they're gathering moss. The accidental patriarch or villain, ambassador, messiah. The occasional, sometimes unreliable savior hero. A year on the mountain, come down from the mountain. The accidental prophet. The unreliable prophecy, the accidental prophet. I'm thinking he's thinking of names for his next book. I do that. I do that. Dad. Gentlemen, the magazine for men, February 1989. Japan's a bloody war on dolphins. Moscow by night, drugs, prostitution, the mafia, the new rules of love, ladies in the ring, the women in wrestling. A stranger underneath my roof. Understanding teens. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regards to business meeting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth, from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and the non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not of your childhood. David's known you for a long time, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again. Then everybody will be happy. Brent Kurtwood, reviews editor, Home Theater Aficionado magazine. Maybe. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. No, he blinked to sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass at the space station, Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home. but the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk, despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his bare feet. He stared for a moment, processing his sick, flecked toenails, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polymer fiber tunic, then thick fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom was emblazoned with the phrase matter transference operator. Then he passed out. John Russell crossed the gap in time. Only messages has passed before, but not now. But now, and man, they needed him, now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear. What to procure, what to construct from it, how to assemble it. So he made the machine, how to transport him boldly across time, and now he stood there on the bridge of the starship Archimedes, command of the vessel, because only he who saved the president's life twice before could helm the naive crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy. Dang, that's terribly written. That's extremely terribly written. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I am currently reading a very terrible note. This is a game called Gone Home. Trying to figure out what happened here at your house. For some reason, the text decided to disappear. I have to like read it close up. Pioneer CLD D703 combination laserdisc compact disc player. Dang, $999. What is this? Remote with backlight, double-sided play, whatever, blah 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 jargon. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to say, mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to share this particular blank. Okay. I'm doing well. I have a little bit of a stuffed. My nose is being retarded. It's not helping me in the process. But I've been good. Just got back from Disney a couple days ago. That was fun. How was your spring break? I missed this. Of JFK theory. You've seen the movie Discover the Truth. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I've been this way. Let's go the other way. What's this? What's here? Closet. Welcome, new student. We hope that you are as excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. One sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods, one lined notebook per period or one large notebook with 6 divided sections, at least 6 pens, blue or black ink, and 6 pencils. Which Disney park did I go to? I had access to all the parks. I went to Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios. I didn't go to Epcot. I was planning to, but I spent so much time in Animal Kingdom riding the Avatar stuff that it didn't matter. One box of colored pencils, a standard combination lock for your assigned locker, a nutritious lunch, or $2.50 for a lunch provided by the school cafeteria, a positive attitude. Please remember to get plenty of sleep the night before and be ready for the first bell to ring at 8 a.m. See you soon, and again, welcome. Beth Valentine, I think. Yeah, Beth Valence, principal.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl. Great.
Damn. That sucks. Apparently this house is a psycho house. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm trying to figure it out. Apparently my character that I'm playing as is Katie Greenbrier, who her little sister has disappeared and is trying to hide from people. And I don't know exactly what's going on. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hung out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little.
Sam. Sam. Hello. Sam. Sam, where are you? Really?
I did.
I need to talk to you. Please be there.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
I didn't eat any of the food from Avatar. I just prefer like the rides and the experience. Is this game a murder mystery? I don't know exactly what this game is. I have no idea. It's definitely a mystery game for sure. Something happened. Your main character just gets back from Europe, and everybody's missing it to find out what happened here. So I don't know. But it feels good to play, for sure. Like, it's really smooth. I do spend a lot of time turning everything on. Regional track and field finals. Girls 100-meter rally. First place, Jamie Blum, Carla Jones, Shauna Rossi, Caitlin Greenbrier. Huh. Hecho in Mexico. Regional track and field finals. Girls long jump event. Caitlin Greenbrier, first place. Yeah, definitely. It's really, really good. Holy Bible. Now this is what I could get into right here. Takelma Country Forestry Service, Janice Greenbrier, Senior Conservationist. Goodfellow High School. Over the Alps. Turn off, thank you. Alrighty then. Time to head up the stairs. Light on. Back of cards, newspaper clipping. Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of next week. As part of a Forestry Service run, controlled burn will overgrown sections of Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on speed of progress, according to the Forestry Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved. Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrier. Smoke will likely linger in the area through the following weekend. Okay. What's over here? Oh, a painting. There's the doors. Lights on. Notice the temporary personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton, head of personnel, State Forestry Service, to aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation. A ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station of Flintlock National Forest, effective 9/2/94. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as recommendation of the overseeing officer. Signed, Bruce Pendleton. Ooh, a comb. Nice. Weekly planner. I wish I could read this. Monday. I don't know. But it looks like they have something similar. Is that bathroom dancing? Cooking class. Cook the big meal for Jerry and Sam. Or Terry and Sam. Okay. So this is the moms. This is Janice's stuff. Because Katie here at the time. Did you head back for spring break, or are you still on campus? Do-do-do-do-do. Bratmobile. Love thing. Tab, cherry bomb, throwaway product, some special, fuck your fans, Polaroid baby, panic bitch. Ah, nice. I don't like that one.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? No. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Huh. Nice! How was Black Panther? I heard it was really good. I haven't seen it yet, sadly. I bet you this is Sam's room. This is totally, that's Nintendo. Yes. Bratmobile, cool schmool. Alright, does you have a cassette in here? I want to hear this. Ah, 2-hour long movie. I mean, it was totally worth it. I'm sure. Everything I've been hearing about it, it's really good. Okay. Well, we're gonna go downstairs. Find that room with the cassette player. And we're gonna play this.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck. I don't wanna sit around and talk about the weather. Work out a good old day. I don't wanna wonder if you're gonna. I don't wanna wonder if you're gonna walk away. I don't wanna hear how you have.
What'd you think about that? Interesting. How do I read this? Ah, shit. Alright. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this and write back. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha. Yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought Since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I do not have a lot of friends either, and so thought I'd ask something if you don't mind. Do you mind? Yes, no. No, I don't mind. What did you want to ask? Was it just your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Damn! Wow! So rude! Oh! What? Wow! God, kid's rude! It's not a new house. They're not in the 2000s in this. But damn, that kid was rude. I don't have a combination. Samantha Greenbrier, year 11, teacher Fletcher, period 5, subject shop 1, metalworking and engraving, C-, notes. Not a challenging assignment, metal plaque for family portrait, reasonable subject but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parents' names, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges, show more pride in work. Brochure. This is the one me and my dad are building. Want to go for a ride when it's done? I wonder if this was for Lonnie. Look, it's a fork. Great. Why'd I grab a pencil? Groove Magazine. Exclusive. AIDS in Africa. Soul Asylum. Live Eddie Vedder. Weezer. Veruca Salt wants it now. Maxim Martin. Wanted for the murder of Straight Edge. Ooh, pirates. Grab Steggy Stelly. Oh, it's so cute. I'd love to have one of these. What about you? Would you like to have one of these? It's Steggy. I want to believe. I believe. Scrutinize. Journey of Crystal. Super Spitfire. I want to play your... Oh, wait, what's this? Chun-Li boots. Oh, man. They are true fans of Street Fighter. Fireball. Oh, man. Lightning kick, 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 kick. Helicopter kick. Air stomp. She's practiced. She's practiced a lot. Do. Alright, let's head back here. May 7, Tacoma Fairgrounds. I think they're in the year 1994. Board game. Got your number. Are you going to the dance with anyone who's got a crush on you? What? What? Man, Sam had this in like 4th grade. Look, another Bible. The King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2. Fraying Threads. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended into the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, high unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moss that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew in some ancient language they could not understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Allegra's arms stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded slightly ahead. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the dead king's throne room lay below, skeletal and rotted robes. The king was hunched over the blue orb, topping his royal. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase, hewn from rock, led into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention, and then you," but the first mate interrupted. "No. I am smaller and quicker, and you know I'm dealing with mystic energies like berserker to the other side. Get the king's attention and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line. "All traced by this invisible thread, of course," Allegra said. "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his wait. No. The singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs and the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop, even from across the yawning basin. Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran. In his undead power, the king left the ground, levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dank passage much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate's screams. She was already with the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering the line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. Wow. That's intense. Whew. Let's check what's over here. What's in here? Read crumpled note. Oh, she got a disciplinary referral. Teacher, Mr. Benchley. Room hall. Factual description of incident. Factual. Okay. Mr. Benchley observed Miss DeSoto wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front. A large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Miss DeSoto was sent to the guidance office. Action taken by faculty. Miss DeSoto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change it into a shirt from her gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Miss DeSoto chose suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine. Miss DeSoto must return this form tomorrow to sign by her father. She did not get it signed. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. Mrs. Blacksley, whatever her name is, Summer Pre-College Program for Young Scholars, 1995. Reed College, one of the nation's most lauded private liberal arts and science institutes, is proud to announce its 14th annual summer program for young scholars. This program invites students of grade 10 and 11 to attend lectures, workshops, and discussions covering a wide variety of intellectual pursuits. By focusing on small group sessions and close interactions, the program encourages young minds to thoroughly explore areas of growth and enrichment as they approach the threshold of higher education. The program is divided into distinct tracks by subject matter, but students are encouraged to select sessions from secondary tracks, along with that to which they are admitted. On-campus housing and meals are provided as part of the program's tuition. Scholarships and summer program available based upon merit and need, judged by each student's submitted portfolio and financial documentation. Oof. It's a lot of reading. Beyond the benefits of the program itself, 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for their first year at Reed if they decide to attend the university full-time as undergraduates and are accepted by Reed's admission board. Educators at students' schools have been provided with documentation outlining the specific requirements of the track and processes for submitting portfolios and applications. Students accepted to the program will be notified at the beginning of calendar year 1995. I do agree that Sam should go through the creative writing track. Danger, wear goggles and rubber gloves when handling anything in this room. Why is everything lit up here? Sam's dark room. Do not enter if red lights are on. That doesn't... Yeah. I got a feeling. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make up the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. Excuse me? Ghost Hunter Journal. Sighting Journal. August 31st, 1994. 1:19 a.m. Why are you awake at 1:19 a.m.? A tall shadow in the upstairs hall. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? No, I was not wearing my glasses. September 3rd, 1994. 12:44 a.m. A faint voice from the bottom of the stairs. I said hello, did not investigate. Probably was the furnace. September 9th, 1994, 4:11 p.m. Poured milk from carton and fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Milk was just bought yesterday. Interesting. October 9th, 1994, 11:24 p.m. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly begin to feel cold. We built a protective pillow fort. That's what the pillow fort was for. Okay. October 22nd, 1994, 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. Lonnie and I employ Ouija board as a No! Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. Why the fuck are you using a Ouija board? October 28th, 1994, 10 a.m. To October 29th, 4 a.m. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Many sightings, but all remain unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in attic, probably leaky roof. Sample taken just in case. Probably due to leaky roof. Sample taken by our best efforts. We both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, a successful night. Okay. Okay. Why would you use a Ouija board? Hey, Sam! You were asking about what my JROTC ribbons meant. Here's a handy guide. Orienteering? This means the Army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team. The Army has branded me as a certified killing machine. Okay. Adventure training. I am a born adventurous and no borders can hold me. The Army recognizes this. So if you didn't think I was cool before, now you do. Interesting. I like her already. She seems pretty cool. Except for the fact that she allowed my sister to use a Ouija board. Another cassette player. Heavens to Betsy, nothing can stop me. So Lonnie invited her to go somewhere.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Okay. Alrighty then. We ready for this attic? It's locked. It's locked. Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction? I've seen that movie. after school at the Coliseum. It came out last weekend, and Todd won't shut up about it. So either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom is supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just ditch out on it probably. What time? Also, is that a movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it is pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with heroin needles, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15 okay? Don't barf. Ha ha ha. Alright, see you then. You're not ready for a jump scare? Neither am I. Wait. Were those on the floor last? Hi, Lonnie. I wrote this in first period and left it in your locker on the way to second. It's where all the cool kids are It's what all the cool kids are doing. I've decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the kids are actually doing is sending each other pages on their beepers. But we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. Oh, that's so cool. Your drawing of cats is so good that I added a background to make it even better. Maybe I should just stick to writing though. Haha, I like it. How did you know that they were about to be abducted by aliens? I'm looking at Mr. Fish right now. I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like his secret shame is he watches 90210 religiously. I'll ask him about it after class. He said he doesn't have cats and also that he's never watched 90210. But I could see it in his eyes. He was lying. They seem like really good friends. Oh, I left the drawer. Groove. Kurt Cobain. Oh, he died. Remember that. Okay. Moving on. Is this the master room? Looks like it. Yeah, no, I don't bring shit to happen in here. Phone book. Postcard. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I am in the channel. This is my second passage through the channel. I'm on my way back from London, this time going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the channel. London was great, Dad. I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Katie. They have a lot of coasters. Did she... Aw, Mitten. Take your time. I'm glad to have it in good hands, Rick. Walt Whitman, Leaves of Grass. Family photo. The master bathroom. After the honeymoon, rediscovering your spouse spiritually, personally, spiritually, sexually. I kind of want to know what's up there. These long ass hallways freak me the fuck out. Yo. Is that blood? Oh. Okay, that's supposedly...
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could... Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy, or good, or whatever. But that's when she said, "You're so beautiful." And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
I'm thinking Lonnie, guess this is broken. Lonnie might be a lesbian. Which would make sense. Sam might also be one too. It's possible. I'm thinking. Because Sam never doesn't like boys in a sense. Like she tends to just like stay away from them. And Lonnie's in the she's in the ROTC. and she's not normal either in a sense. Alright, I think that's everything that I can do up there. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All this new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year when we were miserable, fantasizing about our own dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them. Seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split. I think it's love. Oh, we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So, how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you. Carol. Okay. I need to start finding some keys. Okay. Now let's see if we can find some keys, maybe some codes. I wonder, there was a 90 something that Lonnie talked about in a letter with Sam. How long is this number? Damn, it's too short. Millennials. August 19th, November 30th, 1991. That didn't work. So, 101.7? I wonder why they didn't clean up the hair dye. Healthy choices. Skills for a healthful life. Lonnie, holy crap. I was in the library and I noticed something in the corner and I found a secret passage and it had Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. You kidding me? Oh my god, I've got to see this. We're skipping 6. Mom and dad's room. So in the closet there's a... Interesting. Apparently there's a secret passage. Heavens to Botsy. For Sam. Nothing can stop me or decide, stay away, calculated waitress, Axeman, donating my body to science terrorist. Captain Allegra and the first mate. York, my costume. Huh. So, interesting. Wait. That's Captain Allegra's. But the first mate costume is missing. Lonnie's costume. Yo, that's creepy as fuck. Wait, does that mean that Lonnie made them? That's weird. Okay, time to go check out this passage. Alright, you guys ready for something weird? I already seen that. Already that. Alright, we're gonna head back to the parents' room and check out this thing in the closet. Yo. Okay, guys. Are you guys ready? I'm not. Ghost Hunters, Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation. Hidden compartments found. 3. Library, upstairs hall, and foyer. Evidence of the supernatural discovered. 0. Oh, so there's one in the foyer too? No way. Okay. Yo, the light just popped. Yeah. I was not feeling this. I am not feeling this right now. For Christ so loved the world that he gave his only. I will carry this cross this entire time. Interesting. Where are we? The Misfits.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did.
Alright, hold on.
I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Okay, sorry about that. I am now back. Whew. Alright, let's get back. Alright, so we already checked the one in the library. We're now in Dad's office. So there's one right outside of Dad's office. Going into the foyer. So it'll be over here. (50-1). Right 3 times. Stop at. Full turn first. Property of Sam. Heaven at the Edge of the World. Private. Do not read. The Green Glacier, Part 2. 9th grade. Allegra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest branches. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off. Did he lock the door? Yeah, I think so. Sorry that happened to you. I said I'm sorry that happened to you. He's not happy. Mere feet away, sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. We have to hurry. Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian, up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell toward the water, then splashed down. And all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then, from the vat, something began to emerge, a head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's. Then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat, soaking wet. But as the figure stood and water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, and hands and body of a woman, still in the first mate's clothes. Still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain." The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." Interesting. It says a locked door. Okay. So left, right, left, right. I'm not picking up the Ouija board. Oh, so this is the combination for her locker. 051. Nope, not touching that.
Lonnie came over today. But everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she would. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think. But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say. But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Aw, that's sweet. So that's what Lonnie looks like. God. Oh. So they now both understand how they feel. Down a floor, up a floor, okay. So I got a key. It's either to the basement, it could be to the attic. Me neither. I hope they're fine. I'm thinking this key that I got is the attic key. It isn't. It's still a basement. I'm starting to actually like these people. Like these characters, you know? They're so real to me, you know? Alright, so here's the basement, and then there's one to the left first. So it might be a basement key. It is the basement key. So, to the right at the end. Okay. I'm playing as the bigger sister. I am neither. I do not like basements. So I'm letting you guys know this now. I don't fuck with basements. This is a long ass stairwell to the basement. Oh look, it's a bag of chips. Potato chips. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to be your something for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the thoughtful potatoes, flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie D. A fancy man, quite. Dear Miss DeSoto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host to the festivities at your father's estate, following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. One especially appreciated the time. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who with sterling taste and a refined air. Let's do it again sometime next year, shall we? Indeed. Madam Samantha Greenbrier Esquire. Okay. Got all like fancy on me, huh? What's this? Samantha plus Lonnie. S plus L.
It's different now. I mean, we still hang out all the time like before. But now when no one else is around, well, you know. So you could say we're dating. But it's secret. Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
Oh, my heartstrings. It's so good. Like, they're in love. It's the furnace. Oh man, one of my old sex ed assignments. Oh. Wow. Sam had to write the same thing. But Sam wrote an entire story about it. Whereas K is for kind, A is for amazing, I is for intelligent, T is for talented, L is for lighthearted, I is for importance, and O is for nice. Time to go check out the furnace. Oh shit, this thing is bigger than I thought it was. 14-karat gold heart pendant in 2 halves, customizable with up to 10 letters, names and dates, initials, anything you can dream up. Gift box imported. L+S. They're going really hard on this, I'm gonna be honest. Reed College. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I am pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track at the Reed College Summer Program for Young Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to the Reed College community based on your portfolio and academic record. I am also pleased to offer your financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees. The attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the 3 Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission and best wishes from all of us at Reed College. Sincerely, Julie Morris, Director of Admissions.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
No. Ah. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognize my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of which he holds dear and that which he fears. And in this respect, I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime store science fictional Deus Ex Machina. I congratulate you on the surviving the greater deal that is publication, and rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily. But I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. With a father's love and encouragement, Richard Greenbrier, Ph.D. They had a servants' quarter? Girl Scout, the band formerly known as Cub Scout, set list, role model, authority, main squeeze, telling stories, instruction, first mate, self, Girl Scouts, denial.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Yeah. Yolanda DeSoto. Miss Samantha Greenbrier, One Arbor Hill, Boone County. Dear, today's Spanish lesson, fly, mosca, hubcap, tapa, cubos, sunbeam, rayo del sol, your love, tu amor. I'm so happy you liked the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think, probably. Nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together, out there in the wilderness together. I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. Save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay? But I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. Oh man, I can only imagine what's in the dark room. It's from Lonnie. Not about to fuck any bells. Hold on. Why the fuck are there so many passageways? Massan's hands. The shoppers of Main Street were surprised today at the announcement that Massan's pharmacy would change ownership for the first time since it opened 10 years ago. Rumors swirled that the sudden sale of the pharmacy was transacted for a song. When asked about speculation that the deal had been signed for as little as $1, Mr. Samuel Onstein, Oscar Massan's longtime assistant and now proprietor of Mason's Pharmacy, told the Register, "Specifics will remain between myself and Mr. Masson. Mr. Masson had taken sick and was unavailable for comment." Interesting. I don't like this. Huh.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like her band. and our zine and her hair and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Okay, that screamo could go. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Multnomah Falls. I'm here on a stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running this school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh shit, here you come, L.
They stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours. Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, "You didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl." But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
Possible. That would make sense as to why he wants to go to the army. Let's hear what this is. Girl Scout. It's not that music. Interesting. Let's read this one. That's a lie to mom and dad situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome and everything. Okay, read that one. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House girl. Cool thing number one, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of Peripheral. Costumes, skeletons, and devils, cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video. One girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. Yo. Hey, how are you? Welcome to the stream. think that's everything here in the basement. This game must have a separate song track. It's possible. Is that the entire basement? Hold on. Up a floor. Down, down. Okay. Alright. Is this... Because I saw another panel that I could open. This is to... I think that one is to the guest room. Okay. This is where I need to go. Here. We'll close that for now. Okay. Lamp on. Offer a promotion to the mother. Due to your exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed burn operations need for experienced personnel to direct operations, we would like to offer you the position of Regional Conservation Management Director, responsible for operations throughout the northwestern Oregon. Your assistance will be sought to fill your previous position on site at the Flintlock National Forest. Your new posting will be at the Regional Management Building located at 128 Bullhorn Road, which should be much more convenient for your daily commute. Please respond as soon as possible regarding your decision. We very much look forward to your reply. So, the mother got promoted. Alright. Hey Lonnie, sorry my mom was such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since her forest is like an hour away, and then when she is home she takes it out on you, like because you're not a member of the family. She knows you won't call her on it, and I'm sorry. Haha, it's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and free, I guess it's like freewheeling lifestyles. I'm feeling sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to have a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho Christian and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So, you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? No. That's fine. Inside Edition CC documentary, 60 minutes. Investigative team visits camp whose specialists help adolescents overcome deviant behavior and homosexuality.
Katie, you know how Mom and Dad are. Not exactly super open about things. It feels like every minute I don't spend with Lonnie, I spend worrying about them finding out about us. And what would happen if they did? You know Dad's joke about the nunnery that he'd tell whenever he brought boys around the old house? I wonder where he'd want to send me.
Daniel says he's coming up with this game back. Called Daniel back. Oh, the foyer. Okay. This house is biggish. Sam, this gold was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3 American. I love it. Merry Xmas. Miss you. P.S. Treasure it always. Hi, Jen. I got 2 tickets for EWF on Thursday. But my girlfriend says she doesn't, I guess, want to. So, like, her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than cleaning brush in the freezing rain, right? Okay. So, I wonder. So I guess a friend of hers is getting a ticket to go somewhere. Samantha Greenbrier. Teacher, I can't read that. Distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds. Phone call to students' parents. Out of school suspension. 424 to 428. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so that we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car for any time except going to and from school. We understand what you are going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't have to happen again.
I had an interesting talk with Mummy. Never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying, or something, but in denial. You're too young to... You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
That's dumb. I'm tired of people not listening to their kids. Something not serious to them could be serious to their kids. Congratulations, Janice Greenbrier, Regional Director. And I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing you had with our flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. But you sound like you're reading a lot into an innocent night out. You're sure there's something there? He said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they are not serious? So we have to figure out when we'll see each other next in person, even with the letters. I owe you a congratulatory margarita, boss lady. Soon, Carol. Is the mother wanting to get rid of the father? What is this? The Gits. Dude, they have like everything in this house. What the fuck? Samantha and Daniel were in the woods one day. It was sunny and they were on an adventure. But they went to the, I guess, darkest part of the woods and it got dark. Daniel said, "Are you scared?" So Samantha said, "No, are you?" They laughed, I don't know, and went more into the bad part. Then they went to a part there was never there before, and there was a ship, a pirate ship. On a ocean. Samantha said, "I'll be the captain and you be the first mate." Daniel said, "Aye, captain," and they went on the pirate ship and started sailing away. Okay.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie, and then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
But it is gonna be okay, Sam. Gotta have faith. That drawer got pulled out. Sam's schedule: working at Crown Burger on Bethel Road. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request in honor of your presence in the marriage of their daughter, Kellen Margaret, to Mr. Richard Morris Pattermich. Sunday the 4th of June, 1995, at 4:30 in the afternoon, Sunset Lutheran Church, Seaside, Oregon. Oh yes, a Bratmobile, some special. Okay. We need to find the nearest cassette player. We need to play this song. Okay. Go back. Yeah.
Come and play with me. Come tell me who you are. Please tell me who I am. Please tell me who. Get a ripe and apple pie. Just don't ask me. I'm Madonna in her underwear. Used to be into. I'm getting older, you're getting young.
So get this. Bratmobile is an actual band. It really existed. I just Googled it while I was listening to this. It actually existed. So these are real, this is real music. Allison Wolf, Aaron Smith, and Molly Newman. Yeah, it is real. Because one of the songs that I found originally early on was Cool Schmool, and I found it, and then that was something special, and I just found that one too. So so it actually exists. Okay. That's it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Alright, time to continue the search of this house. We just finished searching the fridge. Let's go here. Okay. The garage. I have a feeling we'll be able to go is probably the dark room. First, let me say that I hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not, we aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension, what? Okay. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles type of out there mass market shutting visionary expression that okay, to be taken on anything that its own terms, but its own terms. We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ or zombie like timeless works such as Inside Me by Jane Keller and Emil Kriegern oft-banned Venusian flesh traders. But ever since we discovered tattered copies of your Accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Beach, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just a kind of forgotten portal into 20th century civilization, anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes that modern suburban America once, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history sociopath by night, is a twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so I've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work since your original publisher Mercury Books folded a decade ago. We want you to supply a new foreword for the books to appear in brand new editions of The Accidental Savior and The Accidental Pariah, produced by Unknown Dimension as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along with us in this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you and to thrusting your work screaming back into the awe-adding palms of the unsuspecting American public. It's about time. Blast off. Okay. Put it back there. Sam. Crown Burger. Ask me about combos. Lonnie, my parents are leaving town, so we'll have the run of the whole house until you leave. I imagine actually spending the night in my room instead of sneaking up to our usual spot in the attic. Not that the attic doesn't have its musty allure, but my bedroom is warmer. Sam, we should defile your parents' bed while they're gone. That'll show them. Lonnie, you are gross. You never change. Okay. Out of their mother's bed. Okay. Hmm. I wish I knew how to explain it better. The army is the thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's army friends are like family. Army friends are like family. I've always known it was where I'd end up. I'd never thought of it any other way. I wish things could be different. Maybe someday, when I'm settled out of base and you're done with college and you're a famous writer, I can rebuild a tank engine with my eyes closed. Things will be different and we can be together. Until then, Al. So you were right. Lonnie's father was at least in the army. There's one thing. So, I wonder what's in here. Okay. Dear Kaz, tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you said that Unknown Dimension isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimension to pursue, and at the very least, I am grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they had. My thanks and regards, Terrence L. Greenbrier. Can I say my game now? Is this what this is for? Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved a president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future or danger of excitement, the days where he mattered. So when that familiar rip in time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. The life you save this time will be your own. Oh. Where will do it? Are they gonna have sex? Is that what this is? So, secret door under the
We agreed our
stairs.
last night together would be our happiest ever, and we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off, then ran up to the attic to look through our photos, to find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past, and there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Damn. Alright, I was gonna check behind the stairs now. Yo! Ugh. Ah. Are you...
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. I'll go up to the attic and wait.
We have the attic key now. I think this is the last room. Sam, always remember what we had. Stay strong. Kick ass. I love you, Lonnie.
Oh my God. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot. I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, "Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me. And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us." And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
So, what it sounds like, Sam and Lonnie are together.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday. Love, Sam.
Aww. I don't know where the parents are, does it matter? That was a good game. I really enjoyed that. I really, really enjoyed that. I think the father, I don't know, I don't know. I really don't know. But it seemed like the mother was leaving him. But man, that was a good game. Wow. So what'd you think? Hey, the things you do for love, you know what I mean? I'm glad that Lonnie and Sam are together. I wish I found out more about they meant by calling it the Psycho House. There wasn't any jump scares, you know? All the demonic shit that was going on with Lonnie and Sam. Which I didn't do all of that, but you know, that's fine. Wow. That was good. Thanks for playing. Thank you for making this game. That was really, really good. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. S plus L. They fixed it. Gone Home. Completed. I don't even know what to do now. Okay. Like playing a game and beating it. A really good brand new game. There's nothing like that. And getting good exposure from the beginning to the end. So, I mean, except for the parents. We have no idea where the parents are. But I don't think it matters. But you know, house is gonna have one high-ass electric bill. All those lights on. So, alrighty then. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was such a great game, an amazing game, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. Just as much as I did. I was a little scared at some point. Sometimes I feel like I could hear other things going on in the house. But apparently, it's one of those games that you're there for the ride, and it's like it's telling a story as you search around through the house. And I'm cool with it. And so, please leave a like, comment, press the red button, believe. Please do. I would really appreciate it if you. As always, I am your host Jay, and this is the part of this signing off.